Hello, I'm Anita Goa, and this episode of Let's Goa is going to focus on restorative yoga and how to use it for stress reduction and stress release in body and mind. I'm in Soho, and I'm right about to interview Jillian Pransky, who is an expert in restorative yoga. Maybe restorative yoga doesn't sound as sexy of a yoga practice as a vinyasa practice or Ashtanga practice, but to me it ain't very sexy to be stressed out and being a hot mess. So come with me, let's find out what Jillian Pransky has to say.
Restorative yoga has brought so much benefit to my life. It affects the way I do my hatha yoga, my vinyasa yoga. It has taught me so much about how I overwork, and it has taught me so much about unnecessary holdings in my body, not only on a muscular level, but on my mind and in my emotion. And it's expanded me in a way that I don't tangibly experience in my body, in meditation, or in more active practices. When the body relaxes, it literally expands. Contraction releases to expansion. And when you see that in your students' bodies, when you see people are so held together, release, I can't help but teach it. It really inspires me to offer more, and I see so much transformation, even more than my vinyasa classes sometimes, because people, like, their whole world opens up. And sometimes our limited range of motion is merely tension, keeping us contracted. Not necessarily, if you just stretch tension, it doesn't mean it's going to release. The body's wiser than that. Tension is created because of habitual patterns, whether it's posture or injury or self-protection or over-emotion or thought. We develop held places. And if you just try to stretch that open, the body's wise. It knows it doesn't want to expose that vulnerability. So we use restorative instead to support ourselves, so that that area, instead of being asked to do something, is invited to do nothing and relax. I'm all for active forms of yoga. However, a lot of people are driven to work out because they believe it's what they need. They needed to stay fit, they needed to lose weight, and they're reluctant to do restorative yoga that they won't get those benefits. When we work out, when we overwork in any way, it releases more stress hormone, specifically cortisol. And when that's in your system, you may, yes, be burning calories, absolutely, but that cortisol releases fast energy. And the calories that you burn are not the stored fat that you might hope you're burning. Not that that's bad, because it's great to burn fast energy, but restorative also, in rest and in relaxation, reestablishes and balances the nervous system, re-regulates the hormones, that you're working to regulate your metabolism, and that if there's fat that needs to be burned, the proper calories for the functions of your body and the functions of being will be regulated and burned. I've never been in better shape than I was incorporating less overwork. My vote is to sort of take a vinyasa practice and finish with a good 20 minutes, like a real 20 minutes of deep relaxation or restorative pose, in which you've done a lot of warming and a lot of activating, and now as you relax deeply, the work becomes how to relax with your mind. And then you got the best of all worlds. You can relax with what's happening in your mind. You pretty much can relax with anything that's happening out there. I swear by a gratitude journal, a 40-page, every day, 40 days, writing down a little nugget to orient your mind, to orient your heart towards what you have gratitude for, whether it's your mint toothpaste that day, or, you know, the beautiful people in your lives, or your time for restorative, however small. When you orient yourself that way, it builds your energy instead of always sort of depleting. At first it's not so comfortable, but then with some compassion, with some presence, with some gratitude, with some kindness, it releases fully, and a new sense of freedom arrives. So it develops compassion, it develops the ability to be present with discomfort, and to develop and cultivate a real self-acceptance, which then translates into not only a calmness of mind, but a warmth and an openness of heart. So you walk back out with a lot of tolerance for yourself and a lot of tolerance for the world around you and your relationships. It's been the biggest gift in all ways. Less is more. That's what you learn from restorative.